This is Tech House and Speed.
Could potentially be another definitive victory.
Rhys Millen does have mad skills, plus a Formula Drift Championship and Drifting World Championship last December. But when he introduced the Hyundai Genesis Coupe last April at Long Beach, it wasn't in a championship frame of mind. It's taken nearly 9 months to bring the car around, about the same 9 months to bring around a baby daughter for Rhys and his new wife, Presley. Is Mom going to let her behind the wheel ever?
Mum's kind of, an easy spirit. Probably part of the reason why I married Presley. A great Southern girl reminds me of the girls back in home, my mum back at home in New Zealand. Not very materialistic and just very genuine people. And I think she'll support Madison in any decision she makes, very similar to the way that she supports me in any decision I make.
Well, let's see what happens in about 16 years when she says, Mom, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And Mom has a complete other plan. The car has been difficult, shall we say, this year, getting it up to speed and getting it to the end of an event.
Yeah, we started the program kind of a clean slate this year with Hyundai, the new Genesis Coupe, kind of going back to where we were when we started drifting with GM as a company. We had to kind of design and develop everything, and in this situation and with such a short period and such a short ramp-up time, we were under the gun to try to get everything done as soon as we could, literally leaving us 0 test time before round 1. And as a result, we suffered a little bit in our results on track. But now as the season's progressed, we're very happy with the performance of the car.
Was there a big hurdle that was unexpected that you were able to get over? Because the car seemed like night and day from, what was it, the event before Sonoma to Sonoma.
I guess in the world of Hyundai, they pulled the trigger into the sport of drift with really being excited about Pikes Peak, knowing that I didn't want to damage the car prior to Pikes Peak. There was a lot that we had planned to do video-wise and marketing-wise around Pikes Peak, and the result was probably more important to go up there, have a good showing, potentially break the record. We were lucky enough to do so. And then now let's push the car in the second half of the season.
The program was more aimed at Pikes Peak than it was at drifting.
For 2009, the program was aimed more at a great result at Pikes Peak and a presence in drifting, more of a year of analysis, understanding the platform, and then developing it and making it competitive for 2010. So it made us a little uncompetitive, but once the combination started to work now, that's why you're seeing it qualifying in the second spots and the fourth spots, and well, the competitions are the competitions. You're going to try as hard as you can and hope that the judges are on your side.
No one understands drifting, do they?
It is a great test for the drivers, a great test for the teams, and it is a great proving ground for the chassis. The chassis have to be dynamic and explosive along with the driver's style and ability. You need to come out of the hole firing on all cylinders and be able to manipulate your car to work not only with what it's capable of doing, but right up against other cars that might be, in some situations, bigger, smaller, lighter, heavier. And in those given situations of different vehicles on different tracks, you need to adapt your driving style and work the capabilities of your vehicle to your advantage and hopefully produce the win.
You've done about everything. You like drifting over rallying and drag racing and road racing and hill climbs and everything else you've done?
If I had to put in a pecking order, it would be near the top. I think rallying is still probably my biggest passion. The adventure, the sheer challenge that similar to what drifting offers in a driver's standpoint, but also reading and adapting the road surfaces that might change from mud, snow, ice, and then pavement all in a space of 20 miles. Very similar to what Pikes Peak Hill Climb presents. So yeah, rallying's at the top of the list, but the format just doesn't work in the US. If you can consolidate what rallying is into a stadium environment, combine a little bit of drift, combine a bit of little gymkhana, and I think you've got the perfect recipe right there.
Like rallycross, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Rallycross,
If
race
I told
of
you there was
champions.
going to be rallycross in the United States next year, would that bring a bigger smile than you have now?
Oh, if you told me there was rallycross and I could participate in it, my sponsor was willing to pay for the damage to the car and a couple of written off chassis, I would be all over it.
This is Tech House and Speed.